You're still watching Ways. So, National Chocolate Covered Nut Day on February 25th recognizes the delicious and crunchy snack drizzled, covered, dunked, or smothered in chocolate. The possibilities are endless with so many different types of nuts and chocolate combinations. Now, for thousands of years, nuts have been a staple of human diet. The walnut was a favorite of the ancient Greek and Romans, while Native Americans favored pecans rather. Now, nuts also provide arginine, a substance that may help make the wall of the arteries more flexible, less prone to blockage from blood clot formation. Many nuts are good sources of vitamin E, vitamin B2, and are rich in protein, folate, fiber, and essential minerals such as magnesium, phosphorus, potassium, copper, and selenium.
I love this day. Oh, wow, this is sweet. I love chocolates. And then when you dip nuts in chocolates, it's just so heavenly. Oh my God.
Okay.
Happy chocolate covered nuts day.
Are we still talking about chocolates here?
Hey.
The way she's saying it doesn't feel like we're still talking about chocolate.
Please, I'm talking about chocolate though, covered nuts. Wow. Oh, wow.
Amazing.
You're good. Are you good now?
Did you bring some for me?
Huh?
But I love
You just be
chocolate
celebrating
with
this day.
nuts.
Wine, we'll not see wine inside cup. Water, we will
Okay,
see
so I
water
think
inside
what
cup.
I would tell Omolola now to do is any day
That is food.
that is food.
We must
on
have
her way
that
to the studio. She has
table.
to buy it.
I
Like
second
burger,
that
you bring
motion.
burger, you know. A banana, you bring banana. I think you did banana day one time like that. Yeah.
No, and there was banana here.
No, there
Okay,
wasn't.
So
Well, that's your responsibility.
yeah.
now,
So
'cause you're always
no. So
giving
what
us
I would do is
good
let
food stuff.
Omolola let me know ahead of time, so I can now on my way I branch in the supermarket.
Yeah.
I'll repent. It's 2022.
You could have started
forgive
from
you.
today, but
It's
it's okay.
media trend. We'll make it trend.
We forgive you.
All right. So what are we starting with? Let me start with Elsie. Your story.
Okay, I found mine interesting because this case was in court for a year, and also the fact that when we face some kind of issues with the government and maybe services and all that, we just take it as one of those things, you know. It will be fine. It's Nigeria, right? There's no redress in court. There is no consequences for how you treat your customers or your citizen and all that. So that's why it's interesting for me to take this story among every other drama happening in the world and in Nigeria right now. So the Federal High Court in Lagos has ordered the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC, and the Nigeria Immigration Service to pay 15 million naira to a popular businesswoman, Mrs. Lulu Briggs. The judge made the order while ruling on a fundamental rights enforcement suit filed by Mrs. Lulu Briggs. The application, she listed the Controller General of the NIS and the EFCC as defendants in her suit, prosecuted on her behalf by a team of lawyers led by Funke Agbo, a senior advocate of Nigeria. According to her, it started during her arrival in Lagos from London on January 14, 2020, when she said she was detained for several hours without explanation. Similarly, on January 29, 2020, Mrs. Briggs said she was stopped from traveling at the Lagos International Airport. She was kept in a solitary room till 2 a.m. on January 30, 2020. She was released without her international passport and other travel documents. I mean, she was just really treated in a way that she wasn't comfortable with, and she went to court. And now it took 1 year, which is long, yes, but then she has won, and I think this will also serve as a lesson to them over there. I mean, if you're doing things, make sure you're doing it by the law. They try to claim that, oh, she's part of a watch list and something, and the judge was asking them that if she's part of a watch list, is it to leave Nigeria or to come in? Because she was trying to come in and you guys did what you did. So, and there wasn't even a document tender to back what they were claiming. So, I mean, she won the case, and I'm happy that happened.
Monday days with EFCC almost every day. I think she can give you.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's good, but they are my friends, so next.
Yes. You need them to
Next.
no, but I think again, what I was probably expecting you to say is that with EFCC you have to be very diplomatic.
You have to be
extremely diplomatic. You must, because.
So this is not just EFCC, EFCC and NIS.
And well,
because she mentioned them.
Yeah, I was focusing on EFCC.
Mm-hmm.
Manny, your story.
Okay, so we'd rather die here some Nigerians trapped in Ukraine reject evacuation offer. So, some Nigerians who are currently trapped in Ukraine as a result of the crisis with Russia have ruled out the option of returning to the country. Speaking with the source via telephone, they expressed cynicism about the federal government's promise to evacuate willing Nigerians from the war-torn country following Russia's invasion. So, I was looking at this and I don't know if I blame them for staying or not wanting to return home, you know, because I went and I checked. I said, okay, what is it about Ukraine? Because I hear that so many people are always going to Ukraine. So what exactly is it about Ukraine? So for school there, you know, to get into school in Canada is very difficult because you have to write that, yes, IELTS, exactly, exams. And most of the time people don't pass. But they said to go to Ukraine is very easy. That's number one. Cost of living in Ukraine is
way cheaper.
A lot cheaper than any European country. That's it. Then they have the best universities, so I hear, allegedly, for medical students. So they have a lot of things going on.
So it's
They
not
say the
just
people there
best,
are very,
it's also the cheaper one.
probably.
Very,
So
if you were paying
it's
like
high standard
yeah,
with low
More
cost.
affordable.
Yes.
Yes, so they have, they said they're very hospitable. They're just a very good people. And now they are facing this war. Nigeria wants to bring them back to, you know, where they were before. So now they say they're not coming back. And I don't know if I blame them. Our environment is not conducive enough for a lot of things to happen. So they go to this place and they find everything that they want, and the government says, come back, come back. No.
You know, the funny thing is that it's actually too
coming
late
back
to
home.
actually go and evacuate them now. Yesterday, we saw videos of the airport, international airport of Ukraine being blown away.
Blown up, yeah.
Then the, what's it called? Now, for any flight flying into that zone, you are at risk of being gunned down. You know, because
exactly.
they'll shoot you down.
So it's too late.
So
So this is like we're
medicine
2
after
weeks
death.
too
Yes.
late.
What's 2 weeks? A month.
Oh, exactly.
A month plus 2
yeah.
late, because I was speaking with my sister that lives in France. She was telling me that over a month ago, that was when the French government started evacuating their citizens from Ukraine. Right, so we are over a month too late for this. So we don't even. There's no even point.
There's no need.
If any airplane enters that airspace, it will be shot. It will be gunned down. So you don't even
So
need
probably our government knew that it was already too late, but they just wanted to make an effort for
Well, let's make statements.
TV.
All right, so Russia to open talks with Ukraine. So this is according to the cable news reported that Russia was ready to send representatives to Ukraine for a talk. I'm hoping that whatever it is, we are just fingers crossed that this will really, really change a lot of things. Because I have another story that I just saw just before we came on air, where they were talking about the death toll already. You know,
Yes.
already 137 people have been killed in Ukraine. About 316 soldiers wounded, and the Ukraine president was commending brave men that have come out, you know, because a lot of them, they were not trained before, they didn't have any military training. A lot of them were just regular citizens. You know, there was a ban for boys and men not to leave.
Yes, between the ages of 18 and 60.
Yes, not to leave Ukraine. So he was commending them for their bravery, for coming out to defend their country and all of that.
But they didn't have a
already
choice.
now, in one day, 137 people killed and 316 people wounded, which I know that inside that wound, some people would also lose their lives while trying to get...
I
Or now
actually saw
become
pictures
disabled.
of very old people, old men and old women injured, you know. So I think it's just a really bad situation.
And you
It's
know,
just a
so
very, very
this is
bad
actually interesting because there are too many things that are just playing out. I sent a video to the group, I don't know if you guys watched it, where somebody was analyzing historical events that had happened up until now.
yeah.
So that part of why Russia is acting the way it's acting is almost because of this NATO.
They're afraid.
Yeah, they're
of
afraid
NATO.
because it seems like NATO has taken over already two border countries. This
So,
Ukraine will be
yeah,
the
they are
third one.
feeling
So
like-
they are feeling like, you know, this
Yeah.
is a threat to what we had like a gentleman handshake. That analysis was quite big, you know. But you see, this is interesting because even the Russian president was saying, the Ukrainian president was saying that Russia, he is the first target. He and his family are first targets. of Russia. They are looking out for him. This is actually sad.
Because
I just feel like there is no justification for war. It doesn't matter what has happened, you know, because war just makes it worse. So I don't even know how we're going to speak to Russia, because now he has warned. Did you see the stern warning he gave everybody? Say, face your country. Do not come. Do not even do anything, because if you try it,
we're ready.
So the thing that you have not seen in the history of whatever,
to go down.
It will happen to your country.
It's a day your day. So if you notice, every country just kept mute. They kept mum on it. When they asked our foreign minister Godfrey Oyema, the man just walked away. No, but this is not funny, Chabo. I'm just really hoping that Russia will come to some level of compromise with Ukraine. Yeah, I mean, I hear they're already talking.
Yeah, so they said they're in talks, so hopefully we'll see.
Something will come out of it.
Something will come out of it.
Hopefully.
All right, so we'll take a break. We'll talk about trends for businesses, right? Stay with us. We'll be right back.